Did you see the comment asking if we're Kenyan?
Oh, yo. Seen you on Kenya,
Bada
bro.
Buddha.
What's going on? We just got international eyes, man. Just give us some love, you know? The hottest thing in the world right now. This is the Blaze Podcast. It's the Blaze Podcast.
Blaze it up.
Episode 2. We're still here, bro.
We here, man.
Bro.
I'm loving how it's moving.
How it's moving, man. We on top.
Yeah.
How was your week, man?
Our week was great, watching how people are reacting to the content. It's very exciting. I'm like, yo, Blaze, we got one.
Nice.
You feel me? The reason we built this platform could be realized sooner than we think.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let's keep going, man.
Yeah.
Because this is what we do all day. The Blaze Podcast. Episode 2, man. Thank you so much for all the love we're receiving and a bit of hate. It's all good. It's part of life. We just want to thank you, all our listeners all over Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa. Where else you getting
West
love?
Africa.
West Africa. Where you getting
A
love
lot
from?
of love, man, from Europe. I'm getting a few
London.
calls.
Big up, my peoples in London.
Yeah.
United States, New York.
Yeah.
Oakland, my people's out in Texas. Thank you so much for the love. We're here. We're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
Just reporting to you what we need to report. And we're really just in our element. Buddha Blaze Podcast.
Did you see the comment asking if we're Kenyan?
Oh, yo. Seen you on Kenya,
Bada
bro.
Buddha.
What's going on? We just got international eyes, man. Just give us some love, you know? Give us some love.
Definitely
we out
old
here.
Kenyan, man.
Old Kenya. Nyaje, all the hoods. Kangemi, Dandora, Kibera. I live in Kibera, man. So, so we out here, man, representing.
Shouts out to, people in South Sea, LA, Buru, all
people,
that good
man.
stuff.
We out here. We love you, man. We're here for you guys. And, something really sad has happened in 2019, man. Last week, we lost Oliver Mtukudzi, man.
Legend.
I don't know if you had any connection or ever been able to interact with the man or
actually I didn't get the pleasure, but I interacted with his music.
Yeah, man.
And when you make such iconic music, like, you will definitely live forever.
So I was one of the first people to bring Oliver Mtukudzi to Kenya. We brought him from Echo Forum in 2005 while people were still kind of lingering on who he is. And interesting guy. He actually even told me that he learned his guitar style from listening to Benga music. And when he was younger, he came to Kenya to actually just learn how to play. Yeah. That's why, Kenyans really connected with him a lot. They couldn't understand why. It was really about him mixing the Zimbabwean bira and the Kenyan Benga style. And he was really bigging up Kenya for being one of the places where he learned how to play music. That's great. R.I.P. Oliver Mtukudzi. And he even came to Kenya a few months back, and he was talking to one of our own, Sage, the musician, They just
that was the sit down with Gina Din?
Yep. There you go. Sage was out there just doing her thing and just talking. Very, very nice musician. He really inspired a lot of people. Yeah.
It's dope that you mentioned, Benga and how that genre has really been impactful throughout the continent.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about this even with Sauti Soul. I feel like their most important piece is the guitarist.
Yeah.
And
listen, Benga has inspired a lot of music just globally. I mean, even Lingala.
Yeah.
A lot of those artists used to come to Kenya and learn the Benga guitar and go, transform it into their own music and put it into their own, their own traditional sound. So Benga, big up to the Benga artists out there.
For
man,
sure.
Tabo Susa doing his thing. What's going on internationally?
Internationally, there's a lot. Where do we start? I mean, there's the Oscar thing that popped up.
Yeah.
That was a pretty significant feat. First of all, for a black movie,
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh, big up, man. That movie.
To be honored, to be nominated as Best Picture at the Academies. I mean, that's quite something. And being the first superhero film to do that.
Man, I don't know about the Oscars, but the soundtrack for me was one of the best. I still bang that album.
It's one of the best albums of last year.
Kendrick
did
a great job. I mean, whenever we have movies like this, we want to see more African artists go out there and be exposed to the big Hollywood platform.
Shouts out to Lupita.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
It was interesting because, they're also facing some backlash, the Oscars, as to why they decided to nominate Black Panther. Like, is it to save face, or do you legitimately think that this movie is a masterpiece?
You never know with these things. There's all this politics at the Oscars, you know. All we know is big up to black culture being out there in the spotlight. Big up to Black Panther. We can't say no to the checks. We can't say no to the acknowledgement. So big up to Black Panther.
I mean, the movie did make $1 billion, so they'd be kind of dumb not to.
They're up there. They're up there. They're up there.
Yeah.
They're up there. So nothing else going on internationally. A lot of things going on internationally. Coming back home, we heard that the Kikobo director, Mr. Segay, decided to give a license back to MCSK. Like, how many times do we have to complain about MCSK to get any shout out here or get some love? Why?
First of all, Kikobo had called in a meeting with stakeholders, right?
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be Monday. And then on Saturday, this was done even on a not like a work day. He gave out a license, I think it was on Saturday, to, MCSK, Prisk and Camp, I believe, a joint license, and with the stipulation that from now on 70% of your revenue has to go to artists. I'm like, yo, these guys are just gonna cook the books. They're just gonna do what they've
been
do.
Doing.
Now MCSK in particular, they actually lost their license 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Their license was revoked. That's the Music Society Copyright of Kenya, right? So they lost their license. They were under scrutiny for how they handled their finances. We never got any answers. I don't think artists got their remunerations. I believe Elani.
I'm talking about millions. You're talking about millions of dollars.
Yes, sir.
Millions of dollars.
Yes, sir.
Just going up in smoke like that.
It's and for years.
And nobody goes down.
And
not the director of MCSK.
Nothing.
Not the finance head. Nothing.
And you know what the fucked up thing about MCSK also is? Because I'm looking into, doing a record pull and that kind of thing.
And you're getting into your publishing bag.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So now the thing about MCSK is most artists don't have private publishing, so they end up
in a pool.
Yeah, they end up assigning MCSK their publishing rights.
Wow. Do they even know what's going on?
That's literally what the problem is. Dudes do not own their publishing. MCSK literally has masters to more than half of the nation's catalog.
Wow. Artists.
They own those masters.
Do not let yourselves be played by these guys. I mean, they've been playing you for years. I mean,
bro.
they've had that license since Kenya started.
Dog.
And artists are still broke.
Yeah.
I mean, I invested in artists, and if something happens and our business deal goes wrong, I can't even get my money back because they don't even own anything. They don't own their publishing. Listen, do not let MCSK back in this business.
Because you know what the problem is, Blake? Let me just give a good example.
Yeah.
An artist like Method Man, Redman,
Yeah.
they don't have to put out an album in 2018. They still get royalty checks from Blackout and
That's how it should work.
That's how it should work.
Yeah.
Now look at all the guys who've had classic albums, classic singles throughout the years. Ted Josiah, Nasari Noise,
K-South, all those guys.
They're not living off their work now, and they should be. That music is still playing on the radio.
Tough Siri Heat, man. We heard that record every day.
And it's still being played in 2019.
And they get nothing.
I can promise you that record still plays, whether it's in the club, whether it's on radio, on TV, on everything. So,
Something wrong with that picture. Do not let these guys get back in the game. It's impunity. Do not allow it. And that's what's happening with the State House meeting. I heard our man Big Ted actually organized for a meeting for all the creative sector heads to go meet with the president and streamline this thing. And this is going to feature the most in this meeting. I know it's not a presidential thing. It's not a government thing to do. But at some point, you need somebody to come in and pull up the whip and get some people fired and some people go to jail. How you stealing money from artists who've been working so hard, investing their own money? You set up this organization that collects royalties and you don't pay the artists.
Exactly. Man, we need policy that's going to incentivize business people to invest in the structure. That's all.
Yeah.
These government structures they haven't been working all these years. Let's look. You can't expect to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And expect different results.
So
That's never gonna work.
I've been invited to the meeting. You come?
I mean, are they gonna let you bring me?
I'm going to the State House. Go meet Uhuru, man.
I mean, hopefully some resolve comes out of this. All I would really want from this meeting is to have a more cohesive industry that's agenda driven.
Yeah.
and basically have merit based off, data. Like let's move away from how we've been doing things.
Yeah, let's do numbers.
Let's do numbers.
Let's talk about numbers instead of just beating around the bush, just talking about stuff that doesn't even matter. Anyway, while we were chilling, J. Cole released Middle Child.
Cole.
Yeah, Cole is always bringing that discussion, man.
How big of a fan are you of J. Cole?
I've never been, like, I listen to his records. I never really, ever thought that Jay was like, he's not, but he's got bars. He's not, I wouldn't say he's my top 10.
Yeah.
But what I like about Jay is that he's always remained visible. He remains, even in his underground space. He's talking about he doesn't do features. He doesn't do any promo, but he always kind of awakens the spirit of hip hop. He has a way that he does it where he brings the discussion back. Where he's talking about in the Middle Child, he's talking about he's underrated. Why do people not put him on certain levels of the Jay-Z's and I feel like on the album I could hear some heat towards Kanye. I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
That wasn't the first time he's gone at Kanye. I remember before he dropped the album, he did False Prophets.
Yeah.
He was calling Kanye a false prophet because he really looked up to the dude, and then he turned out to be this capitalist clown.
Yeah.
That, even in this new record, he was like, I wouldn't beef with anyone to sell my little sneakers.
He's good.
That was a shot at Kanye too.
Like, he's like, I'm good. I'm making music from the soul. I don't need to be number one. I don't need to be all these. Yeah. Great record. Big up.
I mean,
J.
I
Cole.
also liked the story. I like the story about in the record Middle Child, how he's trying to connect the older generation of hip hop with the new, because there's been this conversation, especially with hip hop purists, which is like, this new shit ain't hip hop. Like, what's a Kodak Black? What's a 21 Savage? But it is. It really is. These are fruits of what hip hop is becoming.
It's really sad that's what hip hop is becoming, but people like J. Cole keep the culture balanced. They keep it balanced. So it's just like he's a new school cat, but can still get fan base from older people. Like, I can still listen to a J. Cole record and be like, wow, he's actually spitting some knowledge.
So you've never tried to listen to 21 Savage?
Nah.
21 Savage got bars.
I'll probably be in the club and listening to his stuff, but I'll never be in, like, at home trying to put on the 21 Savage.
He got bars. Well, were you a fan of Trick Daddy?
Of course. I mean, but just club vibe, like club. So it's club music, basically.
I see it, yeah.
And that's what I found with the new records. It's like they mostly club records.
Yeah, mostly.
So you can listen to them in the club. They're fire in the club.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they're not talking that talk.
In the club, you're not really paying attention to what somebody's talking about because you're trying to
when you're
turn
in your
up.
car.
Yeah. But see, when you're at home, you're chilling. You're hanging with your kids. You're hanging with your wife.
Someone who's talking that talk.
You want to listen to some of that real deep. You know, and not to take away from the people that just listen to club music. That's hip hop too. So I'm not going to ever try to trash anybody that's making creative moves or making music. That's their music. We're just saying that J. Cole has the ability to bring back discussions and actually let us actually talk. Because that's what hip hop is about: politics, talk, discuss, and talk about our culture.
Now, how do you feel about MI chiming in to be like, this dude stole my swag?
I don't know. I don't think it was MI that actually said that. I think somebody said that the J. Cole sounded like MI's track. What was it called? Head of the Family, something like that. And
he said, niggas been biting my style for years.
Probably
trolling. So that was a cosign.
And then the good thing is MI is a dope MC.
One of the dopest. That's my favorite MC in Africa.
Okay.
If we're talking top 5 African MCs, MI is number 1 for me.
One day we'll list the best MCs in Africa.
Yeah, we will.
That's gonna be a hot topic coming soon, very soon.
Yeah. Yo, the internet has been going crazy with the Soulja Boy memes. Have you seen them?
Of course. Who hasn't seen Drake? Everybody's seen that. No, big up, and that was great content for the week.
Yeah,
amazing content. I mean, Soulja Boy came out of nowhere. I don't know where he's been. I'm never been a fan, but definitely acknowledge him as a
pioneer in some ways.
In
trailblazer.
digital, lack of, not going back. He basically cut off the record label. Yeah. He was like, cool, we could do this ourselves in our bedroom, release music, and go straight to the fans.
Yeah. So, and that was a game changer. The first single, 10 million records. He put out the ringtone, cranked that. That did like 14 million units in ringtones. He really brought ringtones to mainstream as well. So he's a trailblazer in a lot of ways.
He was the first artist on YouTube.
Yeah.
How factual is that?
The first artist to make a hit record
Like
off
a
YouTube.
big hit
Big
record.
hit, yeah, a diamond single. That record sold 10 million copies.
I guess he's got something to say, but it's just the way he says it.
Yeah.
You know, he comes off as a clown, people laughing at him.
Like when you say, the biggest comeback of 2018. No, you did not.
He's trolling.
Yeah, that's just trolling. And that's actually like Tekashi's format.
Okay.
You
So
know?
he tried to borrow a leaf from Tekashi.
You know, because Tekashi now is incarcerated. So he figured
left a
out,
gap.
there's a gap here. Let me fill in this space where, you
Yeah.
know, the internet hot takes type thing. And it works.
Man, the thing that we talk about, I always say, listen, don't believe the hype. Just keep doing your job. If you're the number one artist, people will talk about you.
Yeah.
If you're the number one content provider, people will talk about you. You can't be going out there bigging yourself up like you're the best when it really let the people speak, you know?
But I've seen it work for one person. I've seen it work for DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled was making dope albums, and then at some point, I remember this interview was at Hot 97. He went there and turned up. He was like, y'all are acting like I don't make the anthems every year back to, like, he went crazy. And after that, that's when the popular phrases like, what was the first popular phrases he started
Another
using
one.
on Snapchat? Yeah.
Yeah.
They came from that interview.
Okay.
And then he went on Snapchat, and it kind of worked out for DJ Khaled.
He's very strategic.
If you have the work to back it up,
Yeah.
you can state your claim.
Well, we're talking about popularity online. This week in Kenya, we had a conman per se, somebody who's been going around talking about he's working on people's brands, and you know, this has been an interesting week. And I keep saying, guys, man, keep off the gram, keep off the internet. You don't have to be famous, you don't have to be big. And I feel like the media is also misleading young people in saying you must be successful in this one way.
Yeah.
So that, you know, this guy, I don't want to mention his name for fear of, like, you know, just giving publicity to him, is he's been going around, he takes one picture with you, the next time you see it, he's talking about, oh, he's working on your brand and he's the reason why you blowing up.
Damn.
We have to stop this stuff. We have to stop giving light to these kind of people. Stop giving them publicity. I mean, can you imagine he did mad interviews, and all these journalists never ever investigated what they were dealing with.
I mean, social media is turning people into something different.
Yeah.
You know,
Monsters per se.
monsters. Yeah, because you know we literally have a generation that doesn't know a time with no screens.
Yeah.
You know, so, and you know, people are getting what do you call it, dopamine, you know, from the likes.
Yeah.
And you know, it's turning
Do you think
guys
that we're
into,
gonna have more mental cases, mental health cases
That's
in
what
this
I-
generation than ever?
That's what I think. That's
Because
what I think.
mean, it's too much.
I'm seeing people who post their picture, and if it doesn't get it, like the likes they wanted, they take it down.
For real?
That's crazy to me. Like, that's just
There's
literally-
people like that out
Yeah,
there.
like you put up a post, it's there for like 2-3 hours. You say, oh, it's been taken down.
Listen, guys.
Probably because of likes or
listen,
whatever.
guys, don't take
Like,
this social
they're
media
taking
stuff
it-
too seriously.
Yeah,
Like, look, it's
yeah.
all about work.
Most people are trying to curate their career through social.
Wow.
That wasn't always life.
Listen, go out there and do the work. You can't be out here trying to like impress these people on social media. They're not real. They're okay. Go out there and do the real work. If you're a brand manager, go work on some brands. Don't
Yeah.
be taking pictures and trying to use a picture
Yeah.
to, you know, legitimize yourself as somebody that's doing it, you know? Nah,
What?
man, that was whack. Come on.
Yeah, that
Let's
was
get
whack.
serious. The media gets serious. Like, and interview these people and investigate, like find out the nitty-gritty of what's really going on.
That's true.
Yeah, man. Calligraph got a new video out.
Whoa!
The Guala. Thank you for putting me on because, yeah, man, he was in Nigeria. He was-
Incredible video.
yeah, man.
I liked
Doing
it.
what? I've seen over 150 views in what, 24 hours? It's pretty good.
Couple days, yeah.
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 That's pretty good.
Shouts out to Cali. You know, we said this before. We want to see more collaborations
More
between
collaboration.
East and West. You feel me?
Dope.
And shouts out to Cali for being out there. And you know what? One thing that stood out from the visual was how they integrated the product placement so seamlessly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like,
I haven't seen it done this well.
Yeah.
It fits the video.
yes.
And, you know, Arstoff comes out. And you
Yeah.
say what? Arstoff was really involved in this video?
Yeah. Apparently,
Nice.
Aristoff, you know, they structured a good deal with Cali. They're doing activations, they're doing videos. You know, you've seen them doing the cipher,
Nice.
which put on a lot of people. I was actually excited to see Ecstatic on there.
Nice.
You know, on the
I can't wait to see
side.
more. He told me that he's going to be doing a few of them every month.
Yeah,
every
so it's a
other
series.
month.
Yeah.
That's dope. I can't wait to see those. Big up, Kali.
Yeah.
Grab those bags. Keep representing the culture. I see Mudoni's also been selected as a TED Fellow.
Whoa.
Mudoni DQ doing her thing.
Yeah, Kenyans out there doing big
And
things.
I read that it's because she's been fusing electronic music with her traditional drumming and percussions. That's big, man. Listen, the cake is really big. The pie is enough for everybody. Just keep being the artist that you are, but keep adding value to the game. That way you'll get recognized for
Donny
something.
Drama Queen is a good example of
Yeah.
an artist who didn't wait for anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not booking me for shows? All right, I'm gonna make my own show.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I can't get producers. I'm gonna learn how to produce. Like it's she's literally. She does everything in-house.
Yeah, that's dope.
So, it's a classic example of what can be achieved without waiting or depending on nobody.
Just keep doing you.
Yeah.
Stick to your lane. Continue pushing your brand. Somebody out there is watching. Artists, focus.
Congratulations to MDQ on that.
And as you can see, Davido just filled the O2 Arena in London, man. Second artist to fill that arena. Props to Davido. You're making us proud, taking the Afrobeat sound to the whole world. I mean, 20,000 people.
20,000 people in London is crazy, bro.
That's dope.
For an artist from Afrobeats is
It's fire.
It's really taken off.
You can't hate.
It's really taken off. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take. Do you think this is a phase or this is going to be cemented as, a popular genre globally?
Well, let's see. The thing is, it all depends on structures. Like, it depends on, if these artists are building structures, it's one thing to be famous and, whatever. People come and go. Artists come and go. So, but what you need to do is, once you get to that level, what structures are you building to stay there? What structure? So, if Davido's not there next year, will there be another artist to fill
can
the
they
shoes?
benefit from a structure that
So
he's
we're just
put in
hoping that
place?
we can build structures in Africa that can continue pushing this music so that it doesn't just stick to one country.
Yeah.
It also gets South African
A
artists involved,
trickle-down
Kenyan artists
effect.
involved, Tanzanian artists involved. But we just big Davido up and all the artists in our circle for opening doors for African artists. It's
For
really
sure.
good. So if an artist is doing well, if it's a Nigerian artist or South African artist, it's good for the whole continent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And what happened this weekend, man? Blinky Bill killed it at the Muse, I
Killed
hear.
it at Muse, man.
Yeah.
Killed it at Muse. I was looking at, some of the videos from the event. It looked like a packed crowd. It looked like a very diverse crowd.
Yeah.
Blinky's music is, of course, eclectic, very experimental,
He's doing his thing.
He does his
and
thing.
He's definitely going to be doing a lot of stuff going on this year. He's trying to spend a lot of more time in LA, just learning the music business out there. So he's one of those artists that's always going to be pushing the envelope because he knows his target market and he speaks to a particular type of person. Like, you're not just going to come out of nowhere and download a Blinky Bill song. He's one of those artists that just appeals to an eccentric type of individual, And it's big up, man. Big up to the Muse for leading the way again, and bringing live music back to the city and just continuing with the culture that we've been cultivating for all these years, All right. This is the segment where I'll just be blasting anybody that's not doing the right thing. We're calling it Get Off That.
Get off that.
Get off that.
Get off it.
Get off that.
Yeah.
The first people I want to target, you just go out and support people, man. Why you not supporting your brother's business? Why you not supporting your neighborhood business? Why you not supporting the events that are coming up? Why do we have to put a hashtag, play Kenyan music, so you can play Kenyan music? If you're a DJ out there and you never played Kenyan music and now you playing it because of this hashtag, get off that. Get off that.
That's a fact.
If you're out there, you're a radio presenter, and you don't support your own music and just roll with the flow, get off that. If you're an artist and you don't go to other artists' gigs when they invite you, get off that. How many other people should I get on this get off that?
Man.
Get off that. If you're the government and you don't even give your own people concessions or support them, get off that. If you're a minister stealing from your people and not supporting your people, get off that. Just get off that, man.
That's
get
a
off
fact.
that.
That's a fact. You don't want to be on Blazer's bad side.
Get off that.
We're going to get you off here.
This is the Blaze Rewind.
Yes, sir.
Listen up. Cameras close. Close. This is the section where we blow up and play some of these artists that you're not even listening to. Forget about play Kenya music. We here. We play all music, all types of music. We dig deep. So what we do in the segment, this is how it's going to work. We support the underground.
Yes, sir.
So we will introduce you to some music that you haven't heard. We'll also play an established artist, and the producer also picks one that we get to just listen
that
to.
We haven't listened.
Yeah,
like we have no clue what the producer pick is.
Yeah.
We're gonna react to it live right
Our first
here.
track is Wangeshi featuring Scar. What's the name of the song?
Sana Sana.
Sana Sana.
It's a really good song.
Sana sana me, sana 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 me huanga. Yule day. Okay, twende. Hey, nilipanda juu bila shaka. Si walisema nikihama nitablanda. I can't do.
So that is rewind. So what do you think about Wangeshi just in general? Like, what do you think? Do you think the industry is doing her well?
Yeah.
Is she getting the love she deserves?
I guess she's doing well. It was just like 2 years ago she did a whole Tasca commercial.
Okay.
Yeah, she does well. She does well for
is
herself.
Is she being well received? Because I feel like right here she's talking about she'll climb the ladder even if you don't give her. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm trying to get the...
Yeah, I mean, you definitely feel like you can get to greater heights. You should always feel like that.
Okay, so let's hear this.
Okay, twende. Hey, nilipanda juu bila shaka. Si walisema nikihama nitablanda. I can't do it on my own, I'm a murder. Everything that I've been building from the start up.
She's actually, she might be referring to leaving Provoke Music.
Oh, she did.
She might be referring to that because she's saying mlidhani nikihama nitablanda, but she's doing okay.
Is she doing well? Okay,
Yeah.
this is
She might be.
Minasaka hizo doza mulami. Doni watching in the stories of rap. Nijenge nyumba kwa bahari nikipush mahama. Still pull up in the scene kakafiri. The law put me up here, see my genie. So I'm just trying to make this work marambili. Maybe in this next try I'ma make a killing. But anyway, it's God done changed. This new flow that I cop's gonna leave a stain. And I'ma prove to everybody that I ain't the same. And sometimes I'ma change, hope you hear me saying that.
Certified.
Day mama spit na maganja. Sana mi hupenda. Cheza hip hop ama raga. Sana mi huanga. Chini ya maji hutanipata. Sana keep it on the regular.
Keep it on the regular. Okay. Yeah. I want to hear some Scar.
Sana misiko kinisaka mchana. Usiku zako chapa ndugu kuchangamkanga. Ndio msupa akijipa na chapa ni shanga. Anabaki akiwika
Usikae sana.
maisha is ni noma wezi survive hama. Lakini at least mimi naona ya leo sikaya jana. Juu tuna risk kwa kona kasi mabist kwa kona wanakufrisk ni kama wanakudai bana. Kila design imeweza na washati. We mwenyewe huwezi cheza unataka
man. I heard the police this over there.
Usikae sana.
Maisha is ni noma wezi survive hama. Lakini at least mimi naona ya leo sikaya jana. Juu tuna risk kwa kona kasi mabist kwa kona wanakufrisk ni kama wanakudai bana.
Mabist kwa kona, right?
Wanakufrisk.
Cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big up. That's a nice little track. That's a nice little Wangeshi featuring
always
Scar.
kicking that real.
Dope, man. Big up. Wakadnali, right?
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to hear more from those kids.
You know, the thing I like mostly about this song is duality. You know, duality in storytelling is always good.
Yeah.
Getting different perspectives. So on one side, you know, you get Wangeshi, who's, you know, not really like hardcore, like she's more laid back, light-hearted type bars, and then you get Scar, who's really from the grimy streets. You feel me?
Dope.
It's different perspectives on a similar story about what you do all the time. Sana sana mi hufanya nini.
Beautiful music,
so
man.
Yeah,
Go out.
It was really good.
What's our next track? Let's hear our next track. This is Ruby.
Oh, we got Ruby with Steady.
Yeah, let's see what she's talking about.
Let's get to it.
I like the intro. It's got psychedelic, like, you know, up in the moon type vibes.
Niggas started tripping, wondering how I wait.
Cahill beats off for Gorilla, huh?
I wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Swagger on check, never miss
Rewind.
That's dope,
So,
man.
is she talking about like just people are slow for her? Is she talking about like she's too ahead of the game? Because that's what I'm getting from the song. Great voice. Cahill Beats. You ever heard them? They good?
Nah.
Cahill
But this
Beats.
is actually the first record I've heard from Ruby.
That's Ruby. RU.BY.
I like it. I like the whole trap soul movement.
Beautiful.
I like it a lot. You know, I listen to a lot of from Black to what's his name, Bryson Tiller.
And that's what we do
Even-
in the Lyrics and Bottles event every
Yeah.
Tuesday night at Foxy's, man.
Yeah.
Come out and
Pull
see
up.
artists like this, man.
Yeah.
Big up Ruby. Go out there, continue doing your music. We'll keep supporting you. And now we have the producer's pick. And producer out here giving us let's see what they picked for us, man.
Yeah, we have no clue what this is.
Yeah, let's hear what
Let's
they
hear it.
put for us.
Let's hear it. Better be a banger. Ah,
Who's this?
Kalamoto. This my guy. Yo, Kalamoto. First of all,
Yeah. Rewind.
He sent me this record. I have it in my email.
Word.
Kalamoto is the best freestyle rapper I have ever come across.
You talking about like he's killing Vigetti
Off the top,
He's
like
killing-
top of the dome.
He can
type.
take King Kaka. You talking about he could take Kali out?
He's too nice. He's
sure?
too nice.
You know
He
we'll have
actually-
this battle, right?
Yes, he just did a record with Kama of Kalamashaka like last month.
Okay.
He dropped it on Jamhuri Day. It was like listen.
Let's
I'm up on him. He's
Let's
really
hear
good.
this shit.
He's really good.
Nisikizeni, labda itakuwa pumzi yangu ya mwisho. Nishafika uzeeni, sijui kama nitaiona kesho. Nasikia kizunzi na mbali naiona pepo. Mona nidunda tayari naiona kifo. Kweli nimeamini duniani ni mpito. Hakuna marejeo lenayo pekee ni Kristo. Ninawasha toto, nasha mali na gari, naiacha ndoto, naiacha sifa na kujivinjari. Sina muda mrefu, naomba misikizeni. Mbavu za shamba langu naomba mnifukieni. Usisahau kwa salimia wazee zangu kwenye bao. Wambeni napenda na lifrai kampani yao. Mwanangu, hii ndo safari ya kwenda mbali, ila usijali, cha muhimu kutunza mwari. Dunia imebadilika siku hizi, sio kijiji tena.
Rewind. Where's this dude from?
Coast.
Coast.
Yeah, he's based off the coast.
He sound like a Tanzanian MC,
He's
man. He's
nice,
giving me
bro.
those Feed Q vibes.
Yeah, he's from the
Alright.
coast.
Okay.
He's dope, man.
Nidunda tayari naiona kifo. Kweli nimeamini duniani ni mpito. Hakuna marejeo
Great
lenayo
pick,
pekee ni
producer.
Kristo.
Great pick.
Ninawasha
Dope.
toto, nasha
Rewind,
mali na
rewind,
gari,
selector.
naiacha ndoto,
Rewind.
naiacha
Dope,
sifa
dope,
na kujivinjari.
dope.
Sina
Our
muda
producer's
mrefu,
onto
naomba
something.
Yeah.
misikizeni.
Yeah.
Mbavu za shamba langu naomba
Man, we
mnifukieni.
love that.
Usisahau kwa
We love
salimia
that.
wazee zangu kwenye bao. Wambeni napenda na lifrai kampani yao. Mwanangu, hii ndo safari ya kwenda mbali, ila usijali, cha muhimu kutunza mwari. Dunia imebadilika siku hizi, sio kijiji tena. Usije ukadanganyika ukafata yasiyo mema. Hakuna walimwengu, menyu ni za wali nazi. Wapende wazee wenu na usao mama mzazi.
Kalamoto is great, man.
Yo, he's like the guy. He's definitely, man. I'm definitely want to check out more music from him.
He's dope.
He's I like stuff like that, you know,
Yeah.
just stuff out of nowhere. Like he's just doing it. Big up, man. You heard it. Rewind. That's the section that brings you all the good vibes, the
Yeah,
good
yeah,
music,
yeah.
anything that you want us to review. Please send it to us. Hit us on the DM, Blaze Podcast on Instagram, on Twitter. You can find us anywhere. The hashtag is Blaze Podcast.
That's a fact.
Hit it up. The Blaze Podcast. We're right here. What's happening this week, man?
So tonight we have Industry Night is happening at Foxy's.
Nice.
You know, that's been a great platform that Combox has built over the years, and I'm excited to see what she is able to do in 2019 as well.
Come on, let's support our artists. Come on, Industry Night. And next Tuesday at Foxy's again,
Yeah.
we have the one and only night that pushes R&B nights.
Yes,
it's
sir.
called Lyrics and Bottles
Pull up, man.
with
It's
Mixmaster Lenny.
Mixmaster Lenny. It's
You
a great
better
vibe.
come through every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Don't forget and go out there. Just support artists, support music, support the culture. Don't be left behind.
Are you
because,
gonna have an artist like guest host?
There's always a surprise guest, man. So just go on their page on Facebook, Lyrics and Bottles. You will see who's next. They had Sage this week, and it was banging. I'm telling you, man. Everybody came out. It was just supportive. Sage has always been a great artist.
Yeah.
I feel like she's a dope R&B artist that's taken the culture to the next level. Let's see you all come out. So many R&B artists that I've found out that live in Nairobi that don't get a voice.
There's great R&B out there.
There's so many hip hop artists blowing up. There's a lot of Afro musicians blowing up, but R&B is being left behind. So
That's true.
We build this platform just to support the R&B artists that are not being given the shine that they need.
See you guys Tuesday at Foxy's. That's what we're doing, all right?
That was the Butter Blaze Podcast, episode 2. We're recording on What's Good Studios, and you can also catch us on AfriPod.
Yes, sir. For audio listeners, the visuals, of course, on What's Good Networks.
Butter Blaze and Jinx.
That's how we rocking.
Been a pleasure.
Peace.
The hottest thing in the world right now. This is the Blaze Podcast.